Hi, I'm Felicity Fletcher. I'm an avid reader, hopeful author, and practicing witch and astrologer, and this is my weekly astrology video. For those of you who are finding this video for the first time, welcome, and those who keep coming back each week, welcome back and thank you. This video is covering Sunday, March 2nd through Saturday, March 8th. Let's jump into the astrology. As always, we're starting with the moon. So on Monday the 3rd, the moon's going to be moving into Taurus. When the moon's in Taurus, we really care about feeling serene, feeling secure. We want to be comfortable and we want to be on solid ground. We're going to be seeking out that which makes us feel like we are on a foundation, that we have a foundation that we can build off of. The moon in Taurus, it really likes the fluffy things in life and the things that make us feel calm and comfortable. I am getting that this specific moon is going to have a lot to do with our finances, and that we should be focusing on being comfortable and being secure with our money. So during this moon, this is the time to kind of sit down, look at budgets, and figure out where you're going from here. Then on Wednesday the 5th, the moon's going to be moving into Gemini. That energy is a lot more restless. We don't really care about being secure. We care about getting out of our comfort zone. This specific Gemini moon is going to be a lot about communication. This is a good time for us to talk to others and specifically to listen to others as well. This is a time to teach people about our own lives and learn about how other people are living. And it might be a time that we can use to adapt to new routines or new ideas that we might have. It's a very breezy energy. Just go with the flow. When the moon's in Gemini, take that energy, jump out of your comfort zone and just see where it takes you. Because then on Friday the 7th, the moon's going to be moving into Cancer and we are going to come back home. This is a time where we can learn from what we kind of gathered during that Gemini moon. This is a time that we can really process what we learned. And this is a time that we can really, again, work on that foundation. We're going to really be seeking out peace and quiet during the Cancer moon. We're also going to have a lot of really deep feelings. This is a time to process how we feel. If you have an extreme reaction to something, take time to figure out why. And be prepared for other people around you to have extreme reactions as well. When the moon's in Cancer, we tend to really want to stay at home. And this is happening on a Friday, so maybe it's a good time for the weekend to focus on projects around the house. Focus on cleaning, focus on kind of having that secure base and that secure home that you can grow out of. So that's the moon. Let's look into the other planets. So one of the big transits this week is that Mercury is going to be entering Aries. That is happening on Monday the 3rd. So when Mercury is in Aries, we become much more objective. Things move quickly. Things move quickly. Speech is quicker. The way we communicate with people is quicker. The way we learn things is quicker. If there is a project that requires you to learn a lot of information, while Mercury is in Aries, this is a really good time to do that. We're going to feel a push to get business done. Other people are going to feel that too. So if you're working in a business or if you have to do a bunch of projects with other coworkers, things like that, there's going to be this push to get things done. You might have people that are kind of pushing you to do more, and it's because they're being pushed to do more, or just Mercury's pushing all of us. While Mercury is in Aries as well, this is a really good time to work on how we communicate with others, specifically how to have direct communication with others. Aries and Mercury is a time for us to set boundaries. It's a time for us to stand up for ourselves. It's a time to be able to say no. It's a time to walk up to someone and tell them exactly what you need from them and then listen to what they need from you. Communication, Mercury rules communication. Communication is two ways. It's how we speak to others and how we listen to others. While Mercury is in Aries, that is all going to be much more direct. That's the only transit happening this week. So let's move on to the aspects and energies that are coming through. So on Sunday the 2nd, we have two things. The first is Mercury conjunct Neptune. This is a very spiritual energy. This is a very creative energy. This is a time that we really can kind of tap into the occult. This is the time where if you are into card readings, or into astrology, this is a good time to learn more about astrology. This is a good time to get your cards read, to get your chart read, things like that. You do have to be careful. When Mercury is conjunct Neptune, though, it's very easy for us to talk negatively about others. Slander occurs a lot while Mercury is conjunct Neptune. It's this kind of lack of reality, but being willing to speak whatever kind of comes to mind. And that does mean that there is going to be some miscommunication. There's going to be people saying things that are not true about us. We have to take the high road. Whenever this energy comes up, because it does come up a couple times a year, whenever this energy comes up, we have to stay the high road. We have to remember that this is happening. There is this miscommunication. There is this lack of reality. While it might feel personal, while people are saying negative things about us or talking negatively about us, we have to understand that we cannot take it personally and we cannot take it to heart. We cannot attack either, because then we are the ones that are speaking out of our own reality, and maybe our reality is not correct either. During this time, if we're able to stay positive, if we're able to have positive interactions with others, this is a time of manifestation. You do have to get a little woo-woo with it, but it is possible. You just have to stay positive. You have to stay on that high road. While at the same time that is going on, we have Sun square Jupiter. This is another energy where you have this very positive, optimistic, in this case, confidence. We are going to have so much confidence with this. But there is the ability to go too far, do too much. So when Sun square Jupiter, we're confident but cocky. We will feel great, we will feel amazing, but we will be overconfident. We will overcompensate. Same with Mercury conjunct Neptune. We're going to be feeling great, but again, is it our reality that we are talking about, or is it everybody's reality? Are we accidentally slandering someone? Or are we talking too much about a situation? Are we giving too much? Are we doing too much? When Sun is square Jupiter, we have to be conservative. We have to be conservative in how we talk. We have to be conservative in how we interact with others. We have to be conservative in how much energy we put out. And very specifically, we have to be conservative about our resources, specifically our money. If you want to put in a rule that on the second you don't spend any money, that is a great idea. It's going to be difficult. You're going to feel confident. You're going to feel like you own the narrative, that everything's going to work out in your favor. But you have to be very conscious about what you are doing. You have to be conscious about your actions. You have to be conscious about what you're saying, what you're spending, what you're doing. So be conservative. Don't spend money. Be careful about how you're talking with other people. Be conscious of your actions. That's actually going to be a really big theme for this week. That's going to be the title of this video. Be conscious of your actions. So then we're moving on to Wednesday the 5th. Mercury is going to be squaring Pluto. Pluto's involved. The word intense is going to come up very often. And this is going to specifically be depth and intensity in how we communicate, how we learn, and how we speak with others. This is a time of very strong intellect. This is a time where people can really tap into the knowledge that they have. And remember, knowledge is not information. Knowledge is how we use the information that we have, how we apply what we know. This is a time to tap into that. This is also a time that we're going to see a lot of manipulation, because through this strong intellect, through this knowledge, people are going to be more manipulative. They're going to be swaying other people's opinions. This is a time that you can use your words to influence others. But at the same time, this is also a time that it's very easy to see through the BS. We have to be very careful about what we say. We have to be very careful about how we are interacting with others. We have to be very careful. Again, we have to be conscious of our actions and our words, because if we get too manipulative, if we try to sway too many people, it will backfire. I do think that this will be a very interesting aspect to be seen with the political climate that we are in. And I will personally be curious to see if we have some backfiring of words that are said by people on both sides. Hopefully, specifically the side that's in power right now. Hopefully we see some stuff backfire on the crazy things that they say and have been saying. But I will be very curious to see how that all plays out. We can't control that though. We can only control us and how we interact with this energy. So be careful, be conscious of your actions and your words. Finally, on Saturday, the sun is trine Mars. This gives us a little bit of a break of this very intense energy, this energy where we have to really be watching ourselves. This actually gives us a break from that. This is a time where we're going to have more energy, we're going to have more motivation. This is a time where you want to start new projects. You're going to feel strong, you're going to feel creative, you're going to feel on top of the world, both mentally and physically. You're going to feel courageous. You're going to be willing to take leaps and jump in and try new things. And it's all going to be very exciting. And this is a great energy to start new projects because you're not going to be thinking about what happens if I fail. And you always have to start projects without thinking what happens if I fail. Because yes, we fail sometimes. But you still have to start new projects. So this is the time to start new projects. Follow your instincts, put in the work. The energy will be helping us. It will be giving us the motivation. It will be giving us the energy. It will be giving us the excitement. But we still have to make the leap. We have to put in the work. And as always, follow your instincts. Personally, I believe that we all have psychic abilities. We all have intuition. We just have to learn how to trust it, and this is a good energy to practice trusting it. That's it. That is the astrology for the week. If you want to support this video series, as always, like, subscribe, share with your friends if you want to. But most importantly, come back next week. I look forward to seeing you.